So I wanted to figure out the best way to make sunny side up eggs. So I tried 4 different methods, and they just give you slightly different results depending on what you're looking for. So for this one, I'm starting with a completely cold non-stick pan. It has to be non-stick. Crack the egg right in and turn the heat to medium low. So what's happening here is the egg is heating up with the pan. So everything cooks more gradually. The thicker white around the yolk takes longer. If you want, and this is what I did, you can use a spatula to carefully cut through some of that thick white so it spreads out and cooks faster. I do this sometimes, but you don't have to. So this method takes about 4 or 5 minutes total. I find that it's slower, but it's also really hard to mess up. And look at that. The yolk is still completely runny, and the whites are just set. There's no browning, no crispy edges. And, some people like me love that. Okay, let's try the next one. So this time, I'm heating the pan fast. It's on medium heat right now. Then crack the egg in close to the surface so it doesn't splatter and also the yolk doesn't crack. Man, I love that sound. That's what you want. Look at that. The white has started setting almost immediately. And again, I'll cut through the thick part around the yolk so it cooks more evenly. But this is something you don't really have to do. This one's done in maybe 2 minutes. I like it because it's fast, simple, and reliable. Man, that doesn't look too shabby. So this method is probably my favorite method so far because it's quick and I don't have to babysit a cold pan. This is a cool hack. In this case, I'm using butter. Add half a tablespoon of butter. When the butter forms, then the pan is ready. Crack the egg in, let it cook for maybe 30 seconds uncovered, and then put the lid on. The steam from the trapped moisture will cook the top of the egg white, which is why I like using a see-through lid. In this case, it took me about 90 seconds total with the lid. And when the white looks set, take the lid off. Sometimes you'll get big bubbles in the white. If that happens, just pop it with a spatula because I just think bubbles look weird. And if they don't bother you, you don't have to do that. Look at that. That looks really good. The last method is kind of interesting. And in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to try and separate the eggs from the egg yolk. Phew. It's kind of nerve-wracking, honestly. In goes the egg white. Cook the egg white until it almost gets to your preferred doneness. And then carefully add in the egg yolk. Look at that. In this case, I did a shabby job. But ideally, the egg yolk is supposed to stay in the center. One thing I should have done actually was I should have slightly beat the egg whites. That could have prevented the egg yolk from running away. Cook it for a little bit. Once the egg white is set, you're done. So there you have it. 3 ways to make sunny side up eggs, depending on your mood, your pan, and how much patience you have. If you love eggs as much as I do and want to see more egg videos, check out the next video right here.